And in this economic system that we all live in, money talks. And unless you understand that, you're never going to be able to win in this system.
What is going on, beautiful people? Oh, baby. Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, we have a whole lot that is going on. The DOJ ain't trying to play. Listen. Ooh. Oh my goodness. All right now. So if it's your first time here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. This segment is known as Money Talk, okay? And during this segment, I'll be doing reading predictions on the future of the financial markets using tarot and astrology. The purpose of these readings is to get a glimpse of any possibilities that may come in the near future of the market and the economic state of the world that we can possibly prepare for, because proper preparation prevents poor performance. Again, these are just predictions, okay? I am just the messenger, and you take care of the shipping and handling. These are just predictions. I am not a financial advisor in no shape or form, so please do your own due diligence. Oh my goodness, how are y'all doing, beautiful people? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing? How's everybody holding up? Okay. Oh, did y'all check? I know y'all seen the news, honey. I know y'all seen the news. You see how the DOJ say that they are now putting the feds under investigation. I don't know what's the latest on that, but that was the last thing I heard. If you heard anything else different, let your girl know. Now, yeah, so we are going to get into it. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, okay? And if you have any questions or that you would like to know about the market, I definitely seen some at the I seen some folks, so I will be answering those after. And yeah, so first off, we are going to quickly sit here and talk about this current positioning of the planets. Okay, so right now we have Mars, Venus, and we also have Mercury, all in the sign of Capricorn. And we are in Capricorn season, okay? So if you aren't sure about like what that means, because some of y'all probably like, what the fuck does that mean? Okay. What the fuck does that mean? So basically, when we're talking about Capricorn energy. Now, if anybody knows anything about Capricorns are very big about the systems. They're very big about the status. Okay. Capricorn is definitely and Capricorn is also ruled by Saturn. So it's definitely about the discipline. It's about the structure and all of those things that people do not deem as fun. So clearly, as you can see, there's a sweep that's going around right now when it comes to the structure of certain things, the rules, the regulations, and all of that good stuff, all of the internal. So especially it's at the top of the year, and it also makes sense because we are still in the cold season. Now, when you have certain planets that are in position the way they are now, it can get a little bit stern out here. So first off, right, we already in Capricorn season. Now, right now with Mercury, Mars, and Venus all stationed in Capricorn, and Capricorn, like I said, is a sign of structure, discipline, responsibility, long-term vision, and leadership. So this is not about doing things quickly or anything like that. No. Mercury in Capricorn, which means strategic. The mind is strategic. Okay, so when that happens, Mercury rules the what? The mind. Okay, so that's also technology as well too. Okay, so now when we have that going on, that's where Mercury is going to start governing the contracts, the negotiations, and also the strategy. Okay, so when we're looking at that, remember, this is where people are going to be reviewing budgets, tightening up financial plans, renegotiating contracts, making long-term decisions. So basically everybody has like their CFO brain and not trying to impulse that. Okay. And now when you look at Mars, now Mars is exalted in Capricorn. Okay. So now that when we're looking at this can get real crazy, because with Mars and Capricorn, that means that big players are going to be moving quietly and decisively. So there's like a energy just globally where institutionals are positioning themselves. You got to look at all of these big corporations. They're positioning themselves. You got defense, energy, and infrastructure. People are looking about long-term strategic investments, because at the end of the day, we don't know what the heck is ahead of us. However, people are trying to prepare. And also do remember what happened in 2020. So people are working smarter and not harder. Okay. So governments are going to start reinforcing more systems. This is the build now and flex later energy. So this is where we may start to see a lot of aggressive policies or enforcement that can surface. Capricorn does not ask. Okay. It just straight implements. So do watch what these institutions do. Then we have Venus in Capricorn. This is where the value shifts. So Venus governs money flow, value system, currencies, and alliances. Okay, so now you have the things that that are dealing with the balance sheets, the trusted assets. And remember, Venus also rules Taurus and Libra. So that's all about the long-term trade relationships, stable currencies, trusted assets. So this is where it's all about the quality over quantity, fundamental matters. So loyalty is going to be proven as systems increase. So we're going to be seeing just a lot of things that's going on. So this is everybody is basically trying to get more on the offense, as well as, we have defense and strategic market environment. So there's going to be, people are going to be thinking about consolidation before expansion, structure before innovation, discipline before reward. So Capricorn Capricorn weather doesn't really like collapse the market, but it forces maturity. So the market may see some ups and downs. And obviously right now they're saying, I think the S&P actually closed out pretty well today. So now the market is going to be looking pretty okay. However, don't just go for face value. You got to really look around. Listen, Capricorn is not about, the glitz and glam. No, check out all these other sectors and all these other companies that can be going through a lot of BS behind the scenes. Okay. Now, let's really get into it. Okay. Hey, what's going on? What is going on? All is well, baby. All is well. What a time to be alive. Okay. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, Mazel. All right. So let's go ahead and let's go get this party started. Okay. Let's see. All right. Let's see. All right, Spirit. Now, we already got the flexing of the power because you got the DOJ. Okay, next up, I feel like the SEC about to start popping off next too. Okay, it's about to be the judicial systems versus everybody. They like, listen, everybody got to turn around and go. I don't give a goddamn. Okay, I don't give a goddamn. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. Spirit, what do you have? What do the people them need to see right now? Okay. What do they need to see right now? Let's see. Oh, look, you got Venus. Okay. Okay. All right now. And then you also have Pisces, I believe. Oh, okay. You got Chiron. Oh, wow. You also got Mars in reverse. Damn, you also got Aries upright. That's different. That's interesting. That's interesting. Is that my... Oh, my timer just went off. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me 2.5 seconds. I'm so sorry. And we're back. Paid in full. Word. Trump version. Get down or lay down. Word. Trump is just like, listen, I don't care. Listen, you either gonna get with it or you gonna get lost. This should be crazy, yo. He a wild boy. Trump is a wild man. He is wild. Talk about is wild, wild west. Okay. All right. So we got Venus here with, I believe. Then you got Mars, Force. But then this insert, you know, with this Aries IM, it feels like there may be a new player on the board. It feels like there could be a new player on the board here. Because especially with this Chiron energy too. Especially with Chiron. Because I think, hold on, let me open up my chart real quick. Chiron is in retrograde, or is he up? No, oh shit, Chiron is actually in motherfucking Aries. Okay, interesting. Chiron is in Aries. That is interesting because Chiron is the wounded soldier. Okay, and Chiron in Aries, when it comes out in a market read. Okay, let me find out. Let me motherfucking find out. And you know, like Aries is not no light energy. So with this Chiron, that means like leaderships and risks. So now beneath all of this, say like structure, there's an undercurrent that is probably going to be coming to the surface with this Chiron in Aries. So Chiron, it represents wounds, exposure, healing through discomfort, and Aries rules leadership. So let me find out somebody's feathers is about to get ruffled. So with this coming up in the reading, that means that there could be exposures where leadership and courage and decision making have been wounded. All right. So Let me find out. So there's going to be some leaderships that their confidence is going to be tested. Okay, let me find out. Oh shit, it's about to get spicy. So we could see a slight pullback with Venus love though and Pisces, I believe, and you have Mars force here. So now there may be a shakedown when it comes to some of these somebody in the company, like somebody running some big dog in the company. So it could be shaky leadership, impulsive decisions that are made from fear. There could start to be some sort of dumping too. Maybe there could be some hedgies that are dumping. Okay, overcompensation and authority figures too. Okay, little PP energy. Okay, reactive market moves. Yeah, so we could end up seeing the market get reactive instead of proactive. And there also could be maybe a policy, like something that could be reversed as well too. All right, so look at this as like some aggressive posturing from the governments. It feels like now the Justice Department, the DOJ, and the SEC, they're really going to start pushing back. It feels like there could be like SEC could start coming after some hedge funds too. So listen, any y'all hedgies out there, y'all better get it right, get it tight, okay? Now, they also, like I said, there definitely could start being a sell-off. So markets don't really, it just feels like there's like a lot of ego that's here too. So we could start to see like a lot of a cockfight that's going on. Okay. We could start seeing that. All right. And now it feels like risk appetite starts to become a little bit more polarized because Aries is all about the risk taking. But when you have Chiron here too, and you also have 8-13, I don't know, something about 21. Okay. Maybe something that could be happening 8 to 13 days. With Chiron here, there may be some players that might actually hesitate. It feels like somebody is just like, you know what, if you want to sit here and you want to act like you big dog, somebody is being tested. It could be more than one person being tested, but there's definitely some sort of test and somebody is going to react and also retract. Okay. It's going to start creating, say, some sharp swings and false breakouts and a lot of emotionally driven volatility. So smart money waits. All right. Insecure money rushes. All right. So listen, stay ready. So you ain't got to get ready. Do not emotionally trade. Don't do none of that. Okay. So now with this energy here, this is like somebody may feel like the need to prove that they're strong. I don't know. It could be motherfucking Donnie. Who knows? But in the market, this could manifest as just like, say, rushed innovations, premature launches, ego-driven trades, okay? Nationalism and economic policy. So just watch out for that, okay? Just definitely watch out for that. But now when you have this Capricorn energy, it can balance out. It can balance this out. So I just feel like there may be some people, some companies or certain structures that are not going to turn around and even give a fuck about that. So this is where you have like where the Capricorn brings like discipline to, say, those like certain egos. All right. So I feel that there are some people, I don't know why I'm getting something about XRP. Okay. There could be something in regards to XRP. I know XRP really been slow bubbling behind the scenes and getting their infrastructure very, very tight. We could see an increase in that. Okay. With this Venus love and Pisces, I believe it feels like there could be an underdog, maybe an underdog coin. All right. That could come up. Okay, there could be an underdog coin, but there's a lot of things that's surrounding with the DOJ and the SEC that could be happening between now and, let's just say, I'm hearing something about 2/16, maybe right before the year of the horse actually kicks in. All right, so now when it comes to this, yeah, somebody is definitely being motherfucking tested. Money Mike has at a building. Yo, it's about, let me tell you something. Somebody definitely gonna be in their motherfucking feelings, okay? Because you got Chiron and Aries, and then you got this Mars and Venus and Mercury and Capricorn. You know, this is one of those things where it's like, You have the people that feel like they have to prove something because it's lack of insecurity. And then you also have the people who are just like, man, listen, I'm not even scared. You could pop all this mess all you want. You could pop your shit. You could say what you want, but I'm good. I'm 10 toes down. I'm good. I don't know about you, but what I do know is that I'm good. It feels like I said, it definitely feels like there's an underdog here. There's an underdog. There is definitely some, what is this? Well, come on. Look, quiet money. Yeah, buddy. Somebody's definitely going to, it definitely feels like there's like a cockfight. There's like a cock slinging contest that's going to be going on. There could be also things that's popping in the social media. Look at this. You also have the Tower card. Yeah, the market is going to be swinging crazy, yo. Super duper crazy. Okay, so this is like that. Somebody has a quiet strength. Somebody is over here. Who is this? This is definitely, what's this Venus about? Okay, Venus is ruled by Taurus and Libra. All right, something could be in regards to Planetary. Oh, look at this. You also have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, who is this underdog? Who's this underdog? You also have the Eight of Coins. Yeah, this is definitely somebody that's working behind the scenes, baby. Definitely somebody that's working behind the scenes. Okay. And you know what? This is one of those things where they're not going to allow just, say someone to come in and try to put their force or try to flex their power, because it feels like someone is also trying to abuse their power, but they're not easily moved. Okay, with this, I believe, and you also Venus love, this feels like this person has a huge backing, and it feels like they didn't know that. Look at this. You also have the Temperance card. All right. Somebody is going to be very impatient, or due to the fact that maybe that they're going under investigation, or maybe that someone, you know what? This actually might be motherfucking Powell. This may be Powell. Yeah. Jerome. I said Jerome in the house. It might be Jerome. Let me see something. Is this Jerome? Oh, you got the Five of Swords in reverse. Oh yeah, yo, Jerome ain't playing. Jerome is like, listen, y'all could do all you want. We could take this, but you know what? It feels like they're only opening up this. Feels like something is only open up because they're trying to slow something down. They're trying to slow something down. What's this? What's this in regards to Jerome? Oh, you also got the Ten of Cups. Yeah. They're trying to cause some friction here, but it's not working. You also have the Ace of Cups too. You know what? When it comes to as far as like, like this whole, leadership aspect, they're trying to, what may happen. It doesn't feel like Jerome is going to get caught up, but Jerome is going to be like, you know what? I'm going to give y'all what y'all want, but don't think that I'm doing it because I'm a punk. Ain't nothing is nothing about me that screams punk, but I'm gonna let this rock, because when it does rock and when something shifts, y'all gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. You know what? It feels like Jerome may actually say, you know what? I'm going to end up bowing out. I don't feel like Jerome is going to allow his ego to get in the way. I don't feel like he's going to allow his ego to get in the way. I feel like Jerome is going to end up, you have the Devil card in reverse. It feels like Jerome is going to say, you know what? I'm out of here. Y'all moving too weird. It feels like Jerome is on some shit like, nah, I'm out. Y'all acting like real weirdos now. And I'm gonna let y'all finish. I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, wow. Yep. You have the universe here, and you also have the kindergarten teacher here. There's something about like this may affect affect teachers' pensions or the Board of Ed pensions. There feels like there's going to be something in regards to the Board of Ed. Okay, something about the public school system or something about that. There could be something about the public school system that could end up being under investigation as well too. Yep, you have the Queen of Swords here. Yeah, everybody about to be up in court. What's going on with the SEC? What's going on with the SEC? Look, Queen of Pentacles. SEC is trying to go after somebody. Okay, it feels like SEC is going to try to go after possibly maybe a coin or something like that. And you also have, it's a lot of feminine energy here. Queen of Cups wanted to come out. You have the Queen of Swords, and you also have the Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, come on. Hold on. They may have to come after Big Mama, aka Bitcoin, BTC, but it feels like that SEC is about to come after a coin. Now, remember, like I said, it's all about like the policies, the structures, and all of the contracts and the deals. There is definitely a heavy sweep that's happening, and it feels like there's all out. You know what, man? Listen, MTA may end up getting caught up too. Something about MTA, okay? I don't know. I just got something about MTA when I'm looking at this, and I'm also seeing something about diamonds. There's something about like the minerals. There's something here about the minerals. There may be a contract about minerals that nobody knows about. Yeah, you have the Six of Coins. There's something about minerals. There's something about, I'm keep getting something about minerals. Also in regards to just like, I was just hearing minerals. I'm hearing, like nickel and copper and things of that nature. Okay, I'm hearing things like that. There's about like materials. There could be some policy surrounding like materials that could end up surfacing. You also have the Moon card in reverse. What's this Moon card about in reverse? What's coming? Ooh, you also have action here too. Yeah, it feels like there's something that could be going on in New York City. I don't know. I feel like there's some sort of, I don't know why I heard curfew. Golly, I don't know what that's for. I don't know what city, state, or whoever, but I'm hearing something about like curfew. So there could be a curfew that could be implemented. And you also have the yeah. Ooh, you also have I'm hearing something about a curfew. I don't know what state or something of that nature, but I'm hearing something about a curfew because I'm just seeing, I know there's all these things that's going on, but there's something that could be going on with this whole ICE situation, especially too. Feels like they're going to end up implementing something. Possibly maybe there could be like I said, something about a curfew. Yeah, you also have the Five of Cups here. I'm seeing like a big revolt, like a revolution. Something just feels like something could be breaking out, possibly like in a big city. I don't know why I'm hearing like Chicago, New York. Okay, maybe even possibly like California or something of that nature. I'm just seeing like real like cities, like city skylines and things of that nature. But there's like a big pushback. So just be very mindful, okay? And also if you have any businesses or of that, make sure that you are properly closing them. Make sure you're securing them, okay? What's this going on with this reactive market? Okay, because I keep looking at this Mars force in reverse. What's this reactive market? You have the Three of Coins here. Three of Coins. You got work. You know what? Yeah, I just keep seeing that this stuff to keep coming up about people's pensions. All right, there's something about these people's pensions that it feels like it's gonna end up fucking it up. I don't know what this is that they got going on, but it definitely felt like some sort of pension. There's all like the city workers basically, because when I'm looking at this, I see city workers. So people who work for the city and people who have like say certain government jobs, it feels like y'all are going to be affected by the market. I am not a financial advisor. Please do your due diligence. Okay. Yeah, you have the 9 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, somebody's playing with fire. Okay. It feels like there's a lot of things around here about people are gambling in the market. Like I said, I feel like the market is going to pull back, possibly, maybe. I'm hearing something about 8 to 13. Could be 8 to 13 days, 8 weeks or something of that nature. But this feels like this is right. This is definitely going to be before, feels like it's going to be before Aries season. Okay. Because it just feels like the energy is going to hit, and it's one of those where they're just trying to break down, okay, where it's where people are just like and just almost like I said, it's just like this paid in full sort of type energy. They just going around and they just seeing who's gonna shake, who's gonna fold, who's gonna give up information. All right, be very careful too about data. Okay, there's a lot of data exchange. All right, you also have the 2 of Swords. Yeah, they're trying to trip people up. This keep coming up in regards to about like data. So make sure you are, when it comes to whatever it is that you do, cybersecurity, make sure you're really, really holding down and tightening up your security and everything. Okay. Because there's a weird energy here where someone's system is not as strong as they feel. Who is this? Yeah, you have the 5 of Wands. Yeah, and you also have the 8 of Swords in reverse. I don't know. Also, I'm seeing something about like the internet too. Something about the internet could end up going down. The DOJ and the SEC. I definitely like. Listen, it feels like there's gonna be a lot of hedge funds that's gonna end up getting hit, like really hit up, and it's gonna be in regards to all of like this trading, this inside trading. I'm just seeing somebody actually like talking, or whether if it's true or not, but there's something here where someone is saying something and they're gonna open an investigation on somebody in regards to like their trading. I'm seeing a hedge fund. I don't know which one, but there feels like there's a hedge fund here that's about to go under fire. Could be 1 or 2, but it also feels like this is a hedge fund that has a lot of stake in a specific area, and something is not making sense. I don't know what it is, but listen, if you are a hedgie, make sure that you cross your T's and dot your motherfucking I's, yo. This shit is not a game. All right, so I'm going to be doing the live Q&A. I'm going to move the live Q&A to my Patreon. So if you are a participant on my Patreon, we are going to move on to there, and we're going to get into the how y'all can navigate through this and answering whatever questions. Okay. All right, YouTube. I'll see y'all later. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay.